one of the first shows that had me on was Chris Cuomo. And before he knew anything about the facts, he was already calling me the face of white supremacy.
Mark, just to pause you a moment, because I did watch that clip. I thought he said white resistance. I didn't think he said white supremacy. But do you remember it differently than I do?
Well, if you've watched it more recently, I haven't seen it in 6 months.
How do you feel about becoming the face of political resistance to the Black Lives Matter movement?
I'm not sure that there is a functional difference between those terms. I would be just as offended by white resistance.
Interesting, but that's so interesting that you say that, Mark. And I actually think that's really powerful and intriguing, because I do think that there's a meaningful difference between white resistance and white supremacy. But I think it's one of those issues about how we receive the same information. Is it possible that sometimes we can both look at something and someone can see risk and violence and certainty that they're at risk, and someone else can just see protesters exercising their First Amendment, trying to push us towards a better place on questions of race and social justice? I wonder if that's deeper and more real than maybe we always appreciate.
Well, on the concept of white resistance versus white supremacy, neither one is a compliment, okay? Both of them are charged with an accusation of racism. Both of them would be just as deeply offensive to me. They may be different points on the curve, but they're both on the side of the curve that goes towards racism. And they're both an insult. They're both an accusation of frame of mind that I do not possess.
Hey, tune into the Carlos Watson Show. It's like no other. You're going to enjoy it every weekday on YouTube.